retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position. You're not like
The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? The world is actually a small piece of the universe, right? Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't
know. Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before.
They're coming all over the place. Bad deal. Should have never been thought of.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaders and fighters for freedom and liberty and the American dream, the best is yet to come.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I try to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it. Bad deal, should have never been thought of.
Testing. Testing. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Is it on? Whoops. Hello, folks. Welcome to the program. It is Above It All, 1477. I am your host. I am the bitch with the microphone. That's me. So we got a show here today. Thank you for joining me this morning. Is it, I don't know, is it evening yet? It's 12:09, right? So technically we're closer to evening than the morning. What is morning, though? Is 2 a.m. morning? Is 2 a.m. the morning? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what time even is. Anarchist cat food. Am I late? I hope so, because that means I'm about to end the show. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Anarchist cat food, for being late. Goodbye, everybody. Psych. Trolled. Folks, you got trolled. I don't know what to tell you. So apparently at 4, I have to talk to Nina Turner now. I have to come up with like a question or something. Milo, what is this thing you've posted in the chat? I need to go onto this town hall now. Milo's always signing me up for side quests. I don't know if y'all know this. Like at least once a week, I get like an email in my inbox where Mila signed me up for some side quest. And like, by the time I read the email, the side quest is like 40 minutes away. You know, I've just taken mushrooms. Like, you know, it's not going to happen. So then the whole goal for the rest of that is like, do I respond? Do I tell Mila it's not going to happen? Like, and then I'm like trying to figure out like, how do I word this? Like, I don't know what to do. Once a week, I don't know what happens. I don't know. That's all I know is that has happened to me once, and I think I just chose don't respond. But Mila, thank you for signing me up for side quests. I appreciate that. What are your thoughts on the war with Russia? Did that happen? Every like time I go to bed, people are telling me like Russia's gonna strike at 1 a.m. And then I wake up and did they strike? Let me check. Did Russia kill Ukraine? Let's get Bodan in here. Actually, Bodan's not in here, so maybe that's proof that something happens. So apparently this is a war. Huh? Folks, my computer just shut off for some unknown reason, so don't know what happened. That was not planned, but I'm rolling with it. So hello, is this thing on? Fuck. Yeah, so I think Max like stepped on the cable or something. That's my presumption, that Max stepped on the cable. Because like as soon as it happened, like Max ran to me and started licking me. So, and now he's currently licking me right now. So, I think Max stepped on the power adapter cable, so that means I gotta fix something. And he's saying sorry. So yeah, so apparently there's like a war going on. And it's not so good. And, can we talk about, like, the Ukrainian president's name? Volodymyr? I'm on the Wikipedia page. Volodymyr. Like, that's such a cool fucking name. How come I can't have a name like fucking Volodymyr? That sounds so cool. Hey, what's your name? Oh, my name's Jeff. Oh, my name's Volodymyr? Oh, hey, what's your name? Oh, I'm Bill. Oh, I'm Bob. Oh, what's your name? Oh, I'm Volodymyr. What a name. Wow. What a name. Motherfucking Volodymyr? So anyway, there you go. Yeah, and then the last name has 2 Y's at the end. He's a comedian. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. He, like, played a show or something. Like, right, yeah. He played a show about, like, oh, bro, like, what if, like, a comedian became president? Wouldn't that be epic? And then, like, he became president in real life. That's super cool. I mean, I'm down with that. I'm petting Max right now. In 2015, Zelensky became the star of a popular television series, Servant of the People, where he played the role of the president of Ukraine. In the series, Zelensky's character was a high school history teacher in his 30s who won the presidential election after a viral video showed him ranting against government corruption. The political party, Servant of the People, was created in March 2018 by people from television production company. Oh no. That's so good. Oh man, that's so good, honestly. I support this guy. Like, you know, I support him. All right. Hold up. So yeah, I don't know what happened to my computer, but that kind of fucked me up. Anyway, okay, so I got my... Okay, I gotta turn live chat on. Alright. Yeah, they elected someone that was on TV. Dumbass. Volodymyr. Sounds like I'm fucking playing like Warhammer or something. Motherfucking Volodymyr. Yo, God bless, like, Eastern European names. I mean, I've got an Eastern European name. Anyone know that? Rovenski. That's Eastern European. What a cool name. Look at me. I'm cool as hell. This is my cool face, where I put my tongue like this. I don't know why every time. Volodymyr. Yeah, I got an Eastern European name. Whatever. Who cares? I'm cool as hell, motherfucker. So anyway, I got a seltzer here. You can tell what? What can you tell? Anyway, I guess I should do a new show. Should I do a new show? Blackface Hitler is trending? Oh, okay. I should have known. I should have known that was just gonna be like right-wing memes about Trudeau. Oh well. What the fuck? Anyway, let's check out, see what's on the news here. Folks, hopefully everyone enjoyed yesterday's program. Holy shit. Yesterday's program was fun. If you did not see yesterday's program, I recommend watching it. Is today President's Day? No, that's tomorrow. Does anyone actually, like, support or, like, take off, like, I know that there's, like, okay, so I know that, like, you know, if you work somewhere where, like, you know, the company or whatever takes off President's Day or whatever, that's one thing. Does anyone celebrate President's Day, like, besides government people? Like, have you, like, does your, like, fucking uncle, like, fucking go, like, and today's President's Day, so I'm gonna go cook on the grill. Right, like, but, like, they're not cooking on the grill because it's a day off. Right, they're cooking on the grill because it's President's Day. Like, they don't cook on the grill on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Oh, no, no, no. But they cook on the grill on President's Day. Like, that's the kind of person I'm talking about. Like, does anyone actually celebrate President's Day? I loved yesterday's program. You gotta watch yesterday's program. If you haven't seen yesterday's program, it's a must-watch, in my opinion. But something else that's a must-watch. One officer dead, another injured after police helicopter crashed in Southern California, officials say. You want to know what else officials are saying, folks? Officer down! That's right, let's read. A police officer died, and another was injured after a police helicopter crashed in Southern California Saturday night. Officials said the two officers were aboard the Huntington Beach Police Department's helicopter HB-1, responding to a disturbance call when it crashed into the water in Newport Beach. Chief Eric Pera said in a news conference, Officer Nicholas Vila, 44, died from the injuries suffered in the crash, the police chief said. Fucking RIP! Our deepest... Another officer, 16-year veteran, was rescued and taken to a hospital where he is in stable condition. Authorities are uncertain why the helicopter crashed, and an investigation is underway as police department inspects its other aircraft. Pera said Huntington Beach Police and the law enforcement community have lost an officer that was... Anyway, folks, officer down. In the river, baby. Woo! Is this a river? I don't know, but it's some body of water. It's a beach. In the goddamn ocean. Woo! Officer down. RIP. I'm hoping for the best solution. When it comes to the other officer who's not dead, I'm praying for the best here, folks. Everyone clasp with me, and let's pray for the best possible outcome for this officer. All right, so officer down, folks. Yep. I'm so sad I missed yesterday's live since I'm half a Semite. I would like to... Is this thing working? Alright, folks, so I discovered the problem. So when the computer was unplugged the last time, the cable was not all the way back in. It was very loosely equipped. And okay, so now I think I've secured it now. Anyway, so we got a show here, doing a program. I would like to instill in my viewer base that if you miss any of my shows at all, that you're gonna regret it. That's what I want to instill in my viewer base. So, you know, if you missed yesterday's show, that's a problem that you need to figure out. Yeah, so this is a problem for me personally, because now I'm gonna have to do like a bunch of bullshit to, like, you know, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of fucking bull. A bunch of fucking bull. Okay, so we're doing a show here. I think it's February 20. Folks, speaking of FOMO, let's check out my cryptocurrencies today. Hey folks, Solana's down 3% this week, but Ethereum is down 8%. It's happening. I'm declaring it now that the flippening is taking place. It's official, folks. It's fucking official. Don't know what to tell you. All right. Anyway, losing a lot of monies. All right, so we got a show here. We're doing a show. Wordle. What is? I don't even know what that is. I know it's a game, but okay. Yes. All right. So I'm on the news. I'm on the news. I was on the news before. I've been on the news. Remember when I was getting on the news every day? Boom. That was cool. But I'm no longer on the news. What the fuck kind of headline is this? Who wrote this? Marissa Schultz. Who the fuck is this? Does Yahoo, like, actually do news? I didn't know Yahoo actually wrote custom news articles. I thought that they were just, like, an aggregator. Well, I mean... Oh, wait, no, this is on Fox. Okay. Well, let me get the Fox link. Oh, no. Oh, no. Fucking hell. Alright. Bob Carmody in the cryptocurrency community. There's a leaderboard, aka CoinMarketCap, and the leaderboard is, you know, by market capitalization. You know, if you're familiar with stocks, you're gonna know what market capitalization is. So anyway, because cryptocurrency, people are mostly stupid. Let's be real. Bitcoin is still #1 for no reason. Ethereum is #2 for no reason. Both of these blockchains suck. They're garbage. Well, I mean, they're okay. I mean, for the historical value, they're fine. But for everyday use, they're trash, right? But they're still 1 and 2 because, like, you know, first mover advantage or something. Like, imagine if we're in, like, the tech world, right? And, like, the first websites are still, like, the most popular. Like, imagine, like, a world where, like, Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, like, they're all, like, even though there's better networks that come along, right? Like, everything is objectively better. They just don't have that same name recognition. And so the better stuff dies out. And that's the situation. In crypto is that the worst blockchains are the more popular. Similarly, how, like, the worst social media websites, are the most popular. Like, Twitter, garbage. Like, there's better versions of Twitter that exist, like Mastodon, for example. No one uses it because it's not Twitter, because it came after Twitter. And so that's what I'm referring to. Like, imagine a world where something like Mastodon is more popular than Twitter. There was something going down in OpenSea. I know. I'm gonna talk about that. It's really good. According to reports, in fact, I'll talk about that now. I have this other thing here, but I'll talk about this now. Let me get the bullshit. All right, folks. So there's a big debacle on OpenSea. For those of you that don't know what OpenSea is a website where you can purchase or sell non-fungible tokens. I have never used OpenSea, so I cannot tell you how the website works. But from what I understand, it might just be a scenario where you put your token on the marketplace and then it's in the marketplace's wallet, and until it sells, and then you can claim the proceeds after the fact. That's usually how decentralized exchange methods work. But either way, it appears, now this was originally reported as an OpenSea hack, or an exploit. But also, then there's counter-reporting, that says that it's an email phishing scam. So, I don't know which one is true. All I know is that we need to ban email. That's all I need to know. Because, think about it. Right? Think about it. Things are getting out of control now. Right? Where someone, like, it was all good when your grandma was sending you, like, recipes and your mom was sending you dog videos. And, your girlfriend's sending you cat videos. And, like, your little brother is sending you, like, a video game let's play. Email was great. But now we've got these scammers that are really, like, they're taking advantage of people. And so, what are we going to do? I mean, we need to ban email. But also, like, on a serious note, it is hilarious. It is hilarious that you would be a cryptocurrency user, right? And fall for a phishing scam. To me, that's just like, I can't imagine. Like, personally, it's not me. I couldn't be me. Being a crypto, what does crypto stand for? Cryptography, security, right? You're a cryptocurrency user and you fall for a phishing scam. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, this is one of those things where it's dumb on all sides. Like, people that, like, are, like, super hateful of NFTs and stuff are really stupid. Like, just low IQ dumbasses. People that use NFTs on OpenSea and will fall for an email phishing scam, also pretty dumb. It's hard to figure out who would be dumber in these categories, but they're both really, they deserve a reward. In the wake of a series of viral tweets from panicked NFT traders, imagine being an NFT trader, by the way, this leading marketplace OpenSea says it's investigating rumors of an exploit regarding smart contracts connected to its platform, a vulnerability that may have cost traders valuable tokens. They are actively investigating rumors of an exploit associated with OpenSea-related smart contracts. OpenSea posted to Twitter Saturday night, U.S. hours. This appears to be a phishing attack originating outside of OpenSea's website. Do not click links outside of OpenSea. Around 10:50 p.m. ET, OpenSea CEO Devin Finzer followed up in a tweet that 32 users thus far have signed a malicious payload from an attacker, and some of their NFTs were stolen. He added that the company is not aware of any recent phishing emails that have been sent to our users, and suggested a fraudulent website may be to blame. OpenSea had planned to revise its smart contract, the code governing its trading platform, essentially by releasing a brand new contract on Friday. The upgraded contract was intended to ensure old inactive listings on the platform would eventually expire. On Twitter, traders shared what they had initially thought were official OpenSea emails about the migration process from contract A to B. So it seems that OpenSea was posting an update. And so scammers took advantage of the fact that users were, there's an update coming. Users were anticipating an official update. They sent an email with a link, even though the official update, they're updating OpenSea. Like, you don't need to do anything if they're updating OpenSea, right? Like, okay, that's great. That's like, whenever Twitter does an update and you load Twitter, right? It's not like you have to install a new version of Twitter, right? It's a website. The website was doing an update. But again, there's some dumbass motherfuckers here. And apparently these dumbass motherfuckers had a couple $1 million worth of cringe. And again, like, so they're planning an update. Scammers are like, oh, let's just send a bunch of emails to a bunch of stupid motherfuckers that have high value tokens. Maybe one of them will click a link. And that's the thing. It's just like you throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, right? Like worst case scenario, no one clicks the link. You get $0. And then you also don't go to jail because no one clicks the link and no one cares. Best case scenario, everyone clicks the link and you get all the money. But like anywhere between those scenarios is good. If someone clicks the link, you get $1 million. Boom. You got $1 million. That's sick, motherfucker. Can we talk about this? I want to talk about this. I personally, now again, I'm a cryptocurrency user. I use crypto. I have, since 2017. So, I say this with all due respect, but also I am in favor of stealing Bored Apes. I'm in favor of phishing on OpenSea in some of these capacities, right? Especially if it's targeted. If I'm stealing someone's Bored Ape and then I'm going to sell it to Paris Hilton or something, that's a win. I consider if I steal Paris Hilton's Bored Ape and then sell it to whoever the fuck she was on TV with, that's a win. I consider that a win. So again, I'm just throwing that out there. But anyway, PeckShield, a blockchain security company that audits smart contracts, stated that the rumored exploit was most likely phishing a malicious contract hidden in a disguised link. So basically what happens here is in order for a transaction to occur on the blockchain, you need to sign it with your key, essentially, your crypto key. But a lot of these platforms like OpenSea take advantage of, people using browser-based extensions, people using, things that don't involve, like, manually typing in the key every time, right? Because the key is very long. So, like, usually people, most of the time, you keep your stuff offline, right? And you never really use it to trade. But if you're using something on like OpenSea, for example, you're going to be signing in and out a lot. And so there's a lot of browser extensions where like it just auto fills in your key and it's just you click a one click thing. And so if you're dumb, and it's like 3 a.m. and you're a stupid motherfucker and you've got a low IQ and you have like $1 million Bored Ape for some reason, and you click a link, that link will then prompt up, oh, do you want to sign this transaction? Oh, but you're thinking, of course I want to sign this transaction. It's the OpenSea update, whatever that means. So you sign the transaction without looking at the transaction. Now, again, this is the other thing, right? Like, you should just look at the transaction. The transaction would have probably said, like, something along the lines of, you are sending your Bored Ape to this unknown wallet account, and you are receiving nothing in return, right? But they're just clicking through because they're stupid. They're dumb, and they got taken advantage of. So, again, I don't necessarily support stealing. It depends on what was stolen, and it depends on who it was stolen from. But typically, I support stealing from the rich. So if it's like a Bored Ape scenario where that kind of shit appears, 32 users thus far have signed them. If it's only 32 users, I mean, if they're stupid and they don't deserve it, that's one thing. But again, 32 users. I heard a number of 1.7 million. That's what I heard. But, again, if that's the case, fuck them. I mean, I really honestly fuck them. If they're keeping their money, here's the thing. If you're keeping all of your money on OpenSea, you're stupid. If you're keeping a good chunk of your money on OpenSea, you're stupid. So, I mean, it's just, in my opinion, fuck them. But also, it's really funny that those involved in cryptocurrency are falling for a phishing scam on email. Again, it just proves email needs to go. Folks, if people are getting scammed, people think, oh, NFTs. Actually, the problem here wasn't NFTs. The problem was email. So, hashtag ban email. Folks, if anyone wants to sign my petition, I'm going to create a lobby, congressional lobby, so that we can get into these back rooms and we can get these members of Congress to really start, caring about the everyday citizen. We need to ban email because email is out of control. It's destroying the planet. Think about all those servers that are used for storing all these emails that you haven't read. Have you checked your email inbox? I've got like 7,000 emails in my inbox. And guess what? If I clicked on any one of them, they would load instantly. Why? Because they're on these servers that are destroying the fucking planet. No one's going to read those 7,000 emails. I don't need them. But why is Google running those servers destroying the planet? So not only is email destroying the planet, which is a huge problem, but also people are getting scammed. People are getting scammed with their email. That's fucked up. So email really needs to be regulated, folks. This is a huge problem. And anyway, so I just wanted to say, very serious, and I'm not even joking. Ban email. We don't need it. Let's go back to the USPS. That's it. But also, once again, I support stealing NFTs from rich people. So, I do. I genuinely do. So, that was an excellent bit. I mean, again, I just want to be very clear. Like, with all sincerity, I know I engage in sarcasm and irony on my program a lot. But with all seriousness, with all sincerity, the anti-NFT hysteria, the people that hate cryptocurrency thing, they are, and I'm not even trying to joke about this at all, and I'm being very serious. Very stupid motherfuckers. Like, when you look at, I'm down to even just look at the tweet replies here. Very, very, very stupid motherfuckers that, like, post this anti-NFT stuff. Yeah, I'm just like, this, like, again, like, just very stupid motherfuckers. Like, my problem, right? My problem with the anti-NFT stuff is I think most NFTs are stupid. It's just that I am plagued, right, with, like, knowing what the fuck NFTs are. Like, I get it, like, you don't know what it is, and you, like, someone you like tells you it's stupid, and so you say dumb things, that's fine. But it's like, having actually knowing what these things are really makes reading all the criticism annoying to me. The environmentalist objections really do confound me because they're dumb. It's like, again, I don't want to go off on this too much, but it's just stupid. You have to, like, it is like a low IQ thing. Like, you're just dumb. To say something like crypto is bad for the environment, therefore, if you use it, you're a bad person. Where are you saying that? On Twitter. Where did you get access to Twitter? Oh, from a cell phone or a computer. How did the parts to that? Like, it's just, it's like, it reminds me of The Good Place. It really does. Like, it's, you know, I like that show. But the whole point of The Good Place is that in order to get into heaven, right, there's like an invisible scorekeeper, and they keep track of every action you do, right? And in order to get into heaven, you need to hit a certain score, right? Well, the whole point of the show is that there's actually no way to get into heaven because we live in capitalistic society, right? And so everything you do is a net, like, negative for the world. Everything you do hurts another person. Every product you buy was made with slave labor, right? So, like, the whole point of the show is that there is no way to get into heaven because we're all participating in capitalism and there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, right? But then there's, like, these people out there that go, like... That's right. I play Crysis 7 on 720,420 74 GTX 9,005,459.7 4K 5.1 surround sound 73 9000 graphics. Except, you know, you use NFTs, so I'm a better person than you. It's dumb. It's just dumb. And then, like, don't even get me started on the motherfuckers who hate NFTs for climate reasons but eat meat. Like, I'm sorry. Like you are the dumbest of the dumb. Like, you're just a dumb motherfucker. It's just stupid. It's just, so I don't know, man. It triggers me. It really does. Like, I just hate stupid people. I really hate, like, stupid conversations about stupid things, right? It's just, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It really is. It really is. So. But anyway, you all know my opinion about, dumb motherfuckers. Apparently, we live in an open border society. Huh. According to the GOP, we have open borders. That's crazy. I wrote a dissertation on a composer who was successful in the Third Reich and various professors and capitalist universities who treat people horribly and make sexist comments like to condemn him. What is the point of that statement? Like, is that like, you know, he made the best of a horrible situation and that doesn't make him a bad person necessarily? Like, I feel like there's missing information there. Anyway, folks. I don't like NFTs, but I also don't understand them. I don't think they are as bad as cryptocurrency. They're the same thing. NFTs are an extension of cryptocurrency. So, it's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. I just, like, we live in this kind of society, where it's like people really love to feel better than everyone else. And it's can't be me. Like, to me, that is like the penultimate capitalist mindset, where it's like you're judging everyone's personal behavior in an effort to make yourself seem better than they are. To me, that's like the ultimate capitalist mindset, right? Where it's like you're taking the idea of capitalism and you're bringing it to something like just basic human interaction. Like, again, I genuinely think that if you eat meat, you have no room to talk at all about anything anyone else does when it comes to the environment. That's just my opinion. Like, it's like a fossil fuel executive trying to tell you about how natural gas is clean coal, or, you know, like, why would I listen to you? You are clearly so fucking stupid that you don't understand that eating meat is one of the worst things you can do for the environment. Like, you are beyond dumb on the only thing that you're, like, trying to pretend like you're smarter than everyone else on, you know? I don't know. It's just weird. How about not relating it to the environment? I'm down to, like, again, if you want to talk about other things, fine. But it all comes down to, do you want to ban gambling? If the answer is no, then shut the fuck up. Like, if you want to ban gambling, okay, well, let's have that conversation. Karl Orff was morally compromised because of where and when he lived, but so are we. That's exactly right. I let my pal, Alan Minsky, know that you'll be on the Nina Turner Zoom today. There'll be lots of folks in the Zoom room, but I think Alan will call on you to... Oh, no. Milo, with your side quests. Oh. Thank you. But, like, also, again, I'm getting pressure. I have to come up with a question now. What do I ask? What do I do? How do I do this? They're built in the same tech, but they aren't the same thing. NFTs, well, particularly OpenSea, is an Ethereum-based NFT marketplace. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency blockchain network. The currency utilized by Ethereum is called Ethereum. That is the main currency, Ethereum. You know, it's like a self-titled album, you know? You know about, like, those bands that do, like, the self-titled album? So the Ethereum currency is the prime currency on the Ethereum blockchain. But the blockchain is capable of producing other currencies, right? So you've got Ethereum, but then you've also got, like, you know, your meme doggies. You know, you got, like, your Shiba Inu bullshit or whatever. So NFT is basically another cryptocurrency where there's only one of them. That's the idea. So with Ethereum, or with dollars, let's just go with US dollars, right? Imagine, like, the serial number on your US dollar, like, is what gave the dollar value. Not the fact that the dollar is $1, right? but it's like, imagine like your serial number. Like imagine like you're watching a movie, right? Like imagine you're watching your favorite movie, right? And in that movie, like one of the actors passes a dollar that's like, you know, got a certain serial number on it. So for you, that serial number has a value that is more than just the fact that it's a dollar. So imagine you hunt down that dollar with the serial number. That's basically what an NFT is, right? It's like, you know, it's a token that is basically like every other token. There's nothing necessarily that distinguishes it, except that you particularly, for whatever reason, or other people as well, find more particular value in that than anything else. So it's like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's like Magic cards, essentially. It's basically, you know. Harvey J.K. will be there with Nina. They'll be talking about FDR's For Freedom speech. Harvey J.K. is always talking about FDR and Thomas Paine. That guy can't be stopped. Yeah, invite us all, Mila. I gotta get Harvey J.K. on my show. When's that gonna happen? Quasi-fungible. Well, they're fungible in the sense that anyone can copy and paste a Yu-Gi-Oh card and print it out on printer paper. But there can only be, like, you know, X amount of the original Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like, you can copy and paste anything, you know? So, like, for example, like, Bored Ape number 69420. There's only one of them, right? The NFT that is correspondence to that ape, there's only one of them. But you can copy and paste all the info except the NFT and make a duplicate, just like you can do that with anything. You can print out a Magic card and you can play Magic the Gathering with printer paper cards. You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing you can do. I've seen, like, you know, like, you get like a real Magic card, you put it in like a card sleeve, and then you get like a printout. You put that in front of the card sleeve, so it still feels like a regular card. But then you've got your, like, you know, Blue Lotus or whatever it is. You want to hear more about FDR and Paine? Yeah, fuck yeah. I used to like Thomas Paine when I was in elementary school. Because my thing when we were learning about the revolution, right, and the characters involved in the revolution, my thing with everything is I love to find like a character who's not the most popular, right, but has their own cool thing about them. So I love Thomas Paine. That I very much so enjoyed Thomas Paine when I was younger. But yeah, common sense, baby. So far, I came in on a really good discussion. I love to discuss. And I love to disgust. Folks, watch yesterday's program. Everything I know about Thomas Paine is from Harvey K. Yup. Anyway, so I'm gonna talk about this. Folks, we need to talk about pure evil. Let me adjust myself here. This is an important subject. We need to talk about pure evil. And thankfully Fox News is here to help us. AOC squad under fire as Dems reject their deeply problematic agenda. And then we see the thumbnail is a bunch of non-white women. So they're women, evil, and they're not white. Well, actually, AOC is white, according to Tucker Carlson. And is Tucker Carlson going to tell us how Ayanna Pressley and Ilhan Omar are also white? That would be great. But so we got one white woman and two non-white women. Pure evil, folks. Deeply problematic. Folks, what does this mean? Okay, so I need to tell y'all. All right, so this is, like, you know how there's always the media boogeyman stories? This is one that is baffling to me. Right? So, okay, I don't even know where to start. Okay. So, in no area whatsoever has the left-wing position during the Biden administration so far, during the session of Congress, there has been approximately 0% of any day throughout any amount of this term, since January 3rd or 4th, whatever it was, the first day of this Congress, 0% of every single one of these days, there's been none of them where a left-wing agenda has ever even remotely been taken seriously. The squad, now, okay, so then let's say the squad's agenda, which you could say maybe isn't necessarily left-wing. Also, again, 0% has their, quote, deeply problematic agenda been taken seriously by Pelosi, Schumer, or Biden at all. Again, we look at the Build Back Better negotiations. It started out, Joe Manchin said $4 trillion. Joe Manchin said $4 trillion on Build Back Better. Bernie Sanders said 10. That was negotiated all the way down to 1.25 trillion and still didn't get passed. Right? So I need you to understand, the Build Back Better agenda, as the squad would want it, has literally never, ever, ever had a chance of even potentially getting anywhere near maybe getting through a committee to have a vote on anything at all. So again, this is purely made up. This is entirely made up, okay? Just this is 100% fantasy land. So I want to read this. Now, again, deeply problematic agenda. Notice the language here. This is like, you know, like millennials and Generation Z love to use the term problematic. I do too. We all love talking about how problematic certain things are. I'm down. It's a good word, okay? But note how, so this is a far-right fascist website. Fox News is a neo-Nazi organization, right? So a neo-Nazi is using, quote, woke, unquote, language against, like, the left wing of the Democratic Party. I just want to note that here. So the neo-Nazis are quoting the Democrats that are working with the neo-Nazis against the left agenda. And the left agenda in this case is just like, I don't know, maybe we don't get rid of the child tax credit. The left agenda was do nothing, right? That's the left agenda. Keep everything how it is, right? Let's just maintain the child tax credit. All right, but anyway, let's keep going. The far left policies of the squad are making the midterm election season even tougher for Democrats and putting swing state moderates in peril, according to some Democrats. So already, the far left policies of the squad. I just want to be very clear. I am a far leftist. I'm a hard leftist. Emphasis on hard. I'm a leftist and I'm hard. And I'm a hard leftist, okay? I'm going to be honest here. None of the members of the squad have my politics. I'm going to be even closer and say they're not even that close to my politics. I want to abolish the U.S. government. I want to put every U.S. president, every, Republican, honestly, most Democrat, I want to put almost every politician in this country on trial. And honestly, I'm going to be 100% real with y'all. I agree with abolishing the death penalty, but let's wait until after we're done with the U.S. politicians. In my opinion, the governmental apparatus of the United States needs to be destroyed. That's my opinion. Now, I'm going to be very clear. No one in the squad has that opinion. They do not agree with me. They are not far left, right? They are, right, like, literally, like, they are international centrists. Like, I know, but, like, so there's, like, they want to give poor people some money so that they don't sleep on the street. They want to give sick people medicine so that they don't die at the workplace, right? Like, this is very simple stuff, right? So, again, I need you to understand all of this hit piece, right, it's neo-Nazis working with Democrats. I wonder why Democrats are working with neo-Nazis, right? That's very strange. To attack those that have no power. The squad has no power. They have no power. They have none. They have no power. They can't get anything passed. They have no power. And yet they're still under attack. Why is that? It's very interesting. A leader of a PAC designed to help moderates told Fox News Digital, again, Democrats working with neo-Nazis. That's weird. That the policies trumpeted by Rep. AOC and her progressive squad are too toxic for Democrats running in competitive seats that will determine whether Democrats hold on to the majority. Again, there's so much vague Fantasyland stuff here. It's impressive. We've been kind of shouting this from the rooftops since the 2020 election, said Matt Bennett. Again, Matt Bennett, I don't know who this person is. This person, essentially, what is the difference between a neo-Nazi and someone who gives neo-Nazis information that they can use to, embolden their agenda? Again, it's very similar. You got 1,300 bad cops and 12 good cops in the room. How many bad cops are there in that room? He said the 2020 election was a wake-up call when Democrats lost 14 House seats and issues like defund the police were center of GOP attacks. Again, I'm going to be very clear. There is one member of Congress that ever supported defund the police. That's Cori Bush. And guess what? She won her seat. So, And the 2021 Virginia governor's race was another example of far-left policies backfiring when Republicans put critical race theory and school COVID policies center stage. Again, what? So moderate Democrats are embracing the critical race theory conspiracy? Okay, so in this world that neo-Nazis and Democrats that, for whatever reason, are working with neo-Nazis want you to believe is that AOC supports critical race theory in kindergarten, and that's why Glenn Youngkin campaigned against critical race theory, and that's why he won, because AOC wants critical race theory in kindergarten? Huh? Can you find any evidence of that? Any evidence at all? No, there is none, but they're just saying it. Right? They're just saying it. They're just saying, and guess what? They have billions of dollars so they can do this. Again, if I just say stupid shit, no one listens to me. But if I have billions of dollars and I buy something like Fox News, I can just say whatever I want and people will just read it. I'm reading it right now. They're just making shit up, folks. Like, they're just making it up. The squad policies do fine in Brooklyn, Bennett told Fox News Digital, but I would say that they are deeply problematic. Again, this language, deeply problematic. Have you heard anyone over the age of like 35 ever say the word problematic? Let's be honest. Deeply. Oh, the squad is deeply problematic. Huh? They arm Republicans with very potent attacks, albeit very misleading ones, but very politically impactful attacks. How? When has AOC in the last 2 years brought forth any attempt to defund the police anywhere at all? I'm waiting. Where has Ayanna Pressley put forth legislation to defund the police? I'm waiting. He urges the squad to realize that their radical policies. Again, what are the radical policies? I'm just curious. Is the whole thing still about defund the police? Really? Really? Police, over the course of 2021, police killed over 3 people each day. There were over 1,100 police murders in the year of 2021. Okay? And yet, defund the police is, quote, deeply problematic. But again, they're not advocating for that. None of them are advocating to defund the police. And also, what does defund the police even mean? Because Republicans have advocated more to reduce police funding. Like, and they've actually brought legislation to the floor to reduce police funding. What police force am I talking about? The Capitol Police. They hate those motherfuckers for some reason. So, let me get this straight. The Republicans can bring forth legislation to defund the police, but that's okay because it goes with their conspiracy theories. The, quote, radical left can put forth no legislation, but sometimes say, yeah, we need to reform police a little bit somewhat. And that's deeply problematic? What? And also, why is AOC, why is it incumbent upon AOC and Cori Bush to worry about what goes on in Western Iowa? What? Do they not understand how our system of government works? AOC does not represent Western Iowa. She is not running for president. She is running to represent the people of New York's 14th congressional district. Why the fuck would she give a fuck about Western Iowa? Does that make any sense? Does anyone ever flip this shoe on the other foot? Oh, whoever dumb fuck motherfucker is running in Western Iowa, don't you care about what people in New York's 14th congressional district are thinking? They would probably respond with, huh? You want to know why they would respond with, huh? Because that's the only proper response. Imagine you're going up to like Abigail Spanberger or whatever that stupid bitch's name is in Virginia, and you say, how do you feel about what this random person in New York City says? You know what she would say? She would say, huh? Because that's how our system of fucking government works. You have constituents in your district and you do what they want. That's how it should work anyway. Now we know that that's not how it works. But we see a situation with a squad, there's like 6 or 7 members of Congress that actually do what their district wants. Okay? And then you have these weirdos from Western Iowa. These weirdos, they're like, well, why don't you do what we want? If you want AOC to do what you want, move to her fucking congressional district. I don't know what to tell you. And also, look at this, by the way. Look at this screenshot. I guess I have the photograph. Demonstrators hold a sign reading, defund the police, during a protest over the death of a black man, Daniel Prude, after police put a spit hood over his head during an arrest on March 23rd in Rochester, New York on September 6, 2020. Why would they, like, think about this from the neo-Nazi perspective. Why would you post that caption there? Police put a spit hood over someone's head and they fucking died from asphyxiation? And that's your example of why we shouldn't defund the police? You know what? Like, why wouldn't you use an example of like a protest where it's like they have like these weirdo pseudo justified shootings or something? Why would they use an example where like the police have like 0% justified? You put a fucking hood over someone's head and you fucking like, you know, you basically choked the air out of them? That's like a really bad example. If your goal is to like fund the police, I'm just saying that's a really bad example that, you know, but deeply problematic to want to defund the police after that. I don't even know, the radical views of the squad are mainstream in today's Democratic Party. That's just not true. Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi, again, Bernie Sanders and the squad wanted $10 trillion. Joe Manchin wanted $4 trillion. Joe Biden's compromise initially was 3.5, less than Joe Manchin's, right? Then they compromised again, 1.75. Then they compromised to around just $1 trillion, and Joe Manchin still said no. So in what world, like again, let's assume, all right, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are outliers. So, okay, Joe Biden is the bear weather here. He still wanted less than Joe Manchin wanted initially. If Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer supported a $10 trillion BBB bill, right, that would be news to me. That hasn't happened. They are lying to you. But again, Not only is Fox News lying to you, again, Fox News, a terrorist organization, run and operated by neo-Nazis, but they are working with members of the Democratic Party. That's what I'm... And again, this is like day 5 of like this giant anti-Squad media campaign when the Squad didn't do anything. That's the thing that's bizarre about this. It's not like AOC made a statement that got like a lot of like press or something. They literally didn't do anything. In fact, there's a lot of people on the left that are upset with the Squad for not doing enough. The Squad literally did nothing. They're just walking around like eating fucking pizza and like fucking like, you know, like breathing and drinking some water. And now this is big a media frenzy. There's nothing. It's not like they introduced any legislation that's like, oh, we're going to defund the police and now we're just introducing that now. They literally didn't do anything. There was no impetus for any of this media criticism against the Squad. There's none of it. Right? Democrats attacking them for no reason. They didn't do anything. There's no, like, it's not like a week ago Cory Bush said that we need to destroy the U.S. government or something. We need to, you know, it's not like, you know, fucking Ilhan Omar, like, went to the floor of Congress and said that, you know, we need to, you know, ban everyone who's, they literally didn't do anything. It's not, you know, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's just, I really can't with this shit. The Squad is blaming moderates, especially Joe Manchin, for failing to pass Biden's massive Build Back Better platform. The word massive here is strange. The dissatisfaction among voters is because Democrats haven't been able to fully deliver on their campaign promises. Now again, fully delivering on the campaign promises would be a lot more than $10 trillion. Let's be honest. Joe Biden and the Democratic Party platform of 2020 promised a lot more than $10 trillion in the Build Back Better Act. Let's just be honest. Also, what about legalizing marijuana? Throwing that out there. What the fuck? What the fuck? By the way, marijuana is still federally fucking illegal? Is this a joke? Is this a fucking joke? But whatever, okay. And that's the Squad's fault? What? The ones who have the least amount of power are the most to blame. What? Rep. Cory Bush responded to an Axios report about moderates criticizing Squad politics and pointed out that moderates killed a permanent extension of the child tax credit. In case you hadn't caught on by now, every time there's a media push blaming progressives, there's something conservative Democrats are trying to cover up, Bush tweeted. This time, it's that they sent 4 million kids into poverty because they killed the child tax credit. Don't get distracted. Ocasio-Cortez retweeted her fellow Squad member, responding 100%. That's true. Again, I need you all to understand, right? These motherfuckers are crazy. These are the motherfuckers that are like, let me cozy up to Hitler, and then at the last minute, I'll beat him in an election. What? They literally did nothing. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible. So I need to dispel this bullshit here. Lots of bullshit, folks. Lots of bullshit. And of course, bullshit is not very good for you. Some would even say it is bad for you. But I don't know about that. But anyway, there you go. Yep. Anyway, folks, that's pretty much the show for today. I hope you all have been enjoying the programs lately. I've been enjoying making the programs. Go watch Friday's show that I did with Mr. Waldorf. Go watch yesterday's show that I did. That was a good one. Watch today's show. If you didn't watch the whole thing, go back and rewind. I haven't been editing clips lately. I don't, I'm a one-person operation here. So sometimes when I finish doing my show, I don't really feel like spending another hour and a half editing garbage. And, I know that that's like a probably equally important aspect of what I do. But, what are you going to do? Archives confirms Trump records. Anyway. So I'll up, it'll be a thing. Apparently Mila's got a fucking side quest for me now. I gotta come up with a fucking question for Nina Turner. Should I ask her about fiber? Should I ask Nina Turner about what she's gonna do for 95% of Americans who don't eat fiber? Like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, so, Mila, and first of all, let's ask this. Okay, let's ask this. Why is Mila getting into these, like, private galas with Nina Turner, by the way? Like, Mila's, like, secretly, like, some, like, super powerful, like, Mila's, like, Hillary Clinton in disguise or something. Like, what's going on there? But anyway, so Mila's getting into these private galas and inviting me along for these side quests. God bless you, Mila. Okay, so I'm supposed... So Mila, refresh my memory before I quit here. So, okay. So, you said... So, there's a Zoom call. Okay, so fact one, there's a Zoom call. Fact two, I am invited to the Zoom call. Fact three, Nina Turner and Harvey K are on the Zoom call. Fact four, somehow you've greased the wheels. You're like Donna Brazil. You've greased the fucking wheels and got me a question in this Zoom call. Step five, what the fuck do I ask? Step 6, how long do I have to be there? Step 7, do I have to, like, do that thing where I stare in the webcam and I go, like... You know how... I hate Zoom calls. Zoom calls suck because there's always... It's like fucking, like, like the Hollywood Square bullshit game or whatever. Right? There's, like, so many people and we're all, like, having our webcams on and we're all, like... I have to, like, pretend to be, like, not depressed for, like... I have to be like this. On a fucking, like, my little square there. Right? Otherwise, I'm weird. I hate Zoom calls, man. I hate that shit. I'm like... This is me on my Zoom calls. Like, do I have to have my webcam on? Like, because I don't have, like, how long do I have to do this? Like, and then this is, on another note, this is another reason why I hate going on, like, this is, like, a thing in, like, left circles. People love to do these panels. Panels fucking suck. Panels fucking suck. Now, I've done a couple of them that are okay. Like, I had fun doing that movie review panel. Like last month or a month, I forget when I did the Dark Crystal thing with those fellas. That was fun. But every other time I've done panels, they fucking suck. Cause like you're supposed to sit there with your webcam on and you're going like, cause you never know. Like what if like, here's the thing with a panel, right? Is you don't know who the fuck is watching you. Like, in a regular social event or something, when you're not the center of attention, you can just chill. Right? But with panels, everyone's got their webcam on all the time. Right? So you always have to be there like... Because you never know when someone's going to be looking at you. Like, Like, it's like, I'm gonna be like fucking like MK Ultra, you know? Like, I'm just gonna be sitting in the corner. That's what I gotta do for these like Zoom panels. I just gotta like, I gotta go full MK Ultra, just sit in the corner going like... I hate Zoom calls. I hate panels. All right, but I'll do it anyway. You won't be part of the panel. Good. Okay. So I don't. All I know is okay. So I don't have to be anywhere other. Like, do I have to have my webcam on? I'm just, you know me. I'm doing like a whole bit here. I'm doing a whole bit. Okay. So I'm chilling in the background. So okay, let me alternatively. Okay. So I'm going to be chilling in the background. No involvement in the stream whatsoever. It's basically like I'm listening to a podcast that's live. And then after the podcast, I'm allowed to ask a question. Is that how it's being described to me? Turn the cam on during my question? I'm going to turn the camera on and I'm going to go like... That's when the shrooms kick in. I suggest you keep your webcam on the whole time? How long is this going to be where I have to sit in the corner and go... I have to pretend to be interested. Like the whole show I have to be like this. Like, look. Let me take my headset out. I'm going to be like this the whole show. Like, you know. I have to do this the whole time? Or I have to go like, whenever Nina Turner says something that I've heard like 28,000 times before, which I agree with, by the way. Which I agree with. You know, I love Nina Turner. But I have to go like, the whole time. Like, it's like, I just like start listening to music in the other fucking tab during these podcasts. That I can go like, you know, I'm jamming out. And they'll think that I'm just going like, that's right. They think that I'll be, no, but I'm just jamming. I have to brush my hair? What is... No. Okay. Mila, you gotta help me out here. Alright. So... Okay, so... Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is... Okay, so... I don't have to say anything, but I have to have my camera on, and I have to be looking really like I'm paying a lot of attention the whole time. Am I going to be visible to anyone? So I just have to go like this. Should I get out like a pen and pencil? Should I like, you know, pretend like I'm, you know, writing something down, you know, like... Should I do this the whole time? Should I do that the whole time? Hello, Soma Liano 99% A user King Kong Lord of Lords himself. Great this is. Funny too. Respect to you. Buddy, humor. That's a great message. But Mila, like, what do I do? Like, how long is this going to be, and how long do I have to sit there? Applaud when Nina or Harvey say something good. So, should I go like this? Or should I go like... like, it's the first time I've ever heard it. Like, I hate this. This sucks. Like, I am way too, like, neurodivergent for any of this. Like, I am not capable of this at all. Like, I scored 163 on the RADS R test, motherfucker. I cannot do this. I'm done for. I'm fucking done for. Can't they have like, you know, like I don't know, man. What the fuck? Oh my god. The RADS-R test is an autism test that tells you what kind of autism you have. To my understanding, I searched, and 65 is like the minimum. Like, if you've got 65 or over, you're probably autistic. I got 163, so I cannot. This is not okay. Can we, like, is this goddamn Zoom call ADA accessible? Like, I've got a fucking disability here. Like, this is fucked up. Oh my god. Okay, so I gotta do, so I've gotta sit there the whole time, and I gotta go like, and I gotta type in the chat. Like, I gotta do that the whole time? Like, for an hour? That is exhausting. That is fucking exhausting. And I gotta do this in front of people I respect? Are you joking? So not only do I have to do this in front of strangers, which is horrible enough, but I have to do this in front of strangers and people I respect. What? Tyler, what's your RADS-R test score? I got a 163 on the RADS-R test. If anyone can beat 163, hit me up. Because I'm fucked up. It's over for me. My goose is fucking cooked. Okay. Alright, folks. I gotta spend the next, like, 2-3 hours practicing. Alright. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the notepad. Alright, so I'm gonna get the notepad. So I'm gonna go like this. What the fuck? Well, I'm sorry, I gotta jump Zoom. I have a goddamn Pacifica radio meeting. What the fuck? Milo, you're ditching me for some radio club? What do you... What the hell? I'm struggling here. I'm freaking out. Alright, okay. What? Okay, so Milo says, I gotta jump soon. And then 30 seconds later, bye-bye. What is soon? Soon to me is like, oh, I gotta jump, 10 minutes. That's soon. That's soon. 10 minutes is soon. Soon is not, oh, as I'm typing this, I've already closed the tab. And I'm like, that's not fucking, soon is not 30 seconds ago. That is not soon. Milo, get the hell out of here. Get the fuck out of here. All right, okay. All right, folks. All right. Okay. This should be another, like, socially anxious Andrea, like, prepares to talk to Nina Turner. That's the segment right here. Okay. Okay. So, I gotta have my webcam on the whole time, and I gotta act really interested in what people are saying that I've already heard before. For how long? For an hour? That's my problem, is, like, how long is this shit gonna last? Like, what is the average length of this thing? Like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? So is it 30 minutes and then 30 minutes of like how long this is so exhausting, man. In fact, I might just not do it. I'm having second thoughts. I got cold feet. I can't do it. I won't. This is too much for me. This is not an ADA accessible broadcast. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Oh. Oh, I am fucked, folks. It's over for me. It's over for me. It's fucking... I have to now. I'm getting publicly pressured. No. Nyla, get the hell out of here. Yo, I'm crying right now. I'm freaking out. All right. All right, folks. We're going to spend the next 3 hours preparing. Like, what the fuck? Like, does anyone just, like, think, like, what is this society that we've constructed here? Like, why is this something what the hell is going on in this world? Not only do I have to spend hours of my life worrying about, like, my body language throughout this, like, 30-minute to an hour to 6 hour, I don't even know how fucking long it is, right? But then I have to not only, like, that's the hard part, but I gotta come up with a fucking question. What the fuck? I gotta come up with a question? What do I ask? Yo, I swear to God. I'm gonna do the MK Ultra thing. That's the only way I'm gonna get through this. Milo, why the fuck are you still here? Get the hell out of here. I'm just gonna sit in the corner, like, just like... I'm just gonna sit. That's gonna be me. That's gonna be the strategy. That's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be my... I've done whole interviews. Yeah, but, like, not with, like, Nina Turner. Like, folks, you have... Okay, folks, okay. Alright. Folks, I have met Nina Turner in person before. I want to tell you, my last time meeting Nina Turner in person, okay, I was so nervous. I was freaking the fuck out. Okay, so this is in South Carolina, right as Bernie lost the fucking South Carolina primary. For those of you that don't know, I was in South Carolina for like a couple days. I was working with the campaign, doing door knocking, all that stuff. So there was like a watch night, or like a watch party, primary night watch party, right? And so I'm doing, I was getting like the election results from, you know, whatever place. I went to this polling place. I was one of the people that reports to the campaign the election results, you know, before it gets on the news. That was me. I was super cool. Look at how cool I am. So I'm giving the campaign the election results. I go to the watch party, right? And so I walk in. Bernie Sanders lost the primary. It's on the big screen. There's a giant screen. So I'm already freaking out. I'm like, oh no, it's all over, right? The post-Nevada, like, fucking high that we were all on, it's gone. So then I see Nina Turner, and I'm like, oh man, I would love to talk to Nina Turner, right? And then I'm thinking, wait a second. That's Nina Turner. So then I start freaking the fuck out. So I'm like in this like watch party area for 30 minutes thinking of like, how the hell am I going to approach Nina Turner and say hello? That's 30 minutes of like inner torment and torture, right? And then like, you know, like she has this like selfie line. So I'm like, oh, let's go. So we get a selfie, and like the picture that we get is horrible. She's like blinking, right? And it's a really bad picture. And so then I'm starting to freak out. Like, I got a really horrible picture. I want another one, but how do I do that? I say hello, and then it was horrible, and now I've got trauma. I'm traumatized. I've got PTSD, and so now it's over. I'm fucked. Nina's just a normal person. See, that's the thing. That makes it even worse. I don't know how to treat normal people. I would rather Nina Turner not be normal and instead be someone like me. I can talk to people that are like me. I can't talk to a normal person. I don't know how to do that. Like, I can't talk to a normal person. That's the hardest part about it. I'm going to be weird, and then Nina Turner's going to be like, oh, I have got no frame of reference to understand what's happening right now. This person's a freak. That's going to be that. Folks, I'm losing it. I'm losing it right now. I woke up not knowing that this was happening, and now I'm in. I'm in deep. Woo! I am losing it. Woo! Wait. I just realized Milo's on the fucking West Coast. Is this 4 p.m. my time or is this 4 p.m. West Coast time? AKA, do I have 2 hours to prepare for this? Do I only have 2 hours to prepare for this whole fucking thing? What the hell? I've only got 2 hours? This Mila comes in my chat, gives me a fucking side quest, says everyone's gonna be looking at you the whole time, you gotta have your webcam on, and I've only got 2 fucking hours to prepare for this? 4 p.m. Eastern. Oh no, it's over for me. I am done. I'm done. My goose is cooked. I've only got 2 fucking hours. It's over. Oh, Lord, you got no idea. Y'all have no idea what it's like to be me. Again, I scored 163 on the Rads R test. I can't handle it. This is why I need a secretary. Why doesn't Mila just ask my question for me? Just smoke a little weed. I was told not to do weed. I'm gonna get on the fucking thing. I'm gonna be like, that's gonna be me when I get on there. It's over. I'm done. It is done. It's, hopefully you're having a, do I know where it's being streamed? Mila said it's being streamed. I have no fucking clue. Mila just came in, signed me up, greased the wheel, said, hey, by the way, everyone's going to be watching. It's going to be live streamed. This is going to be recorded forever. Like, and then she's like, I got to go to my ham radio club. I'll see y'all later. Like, what the fuck? Mila's like, by the way, I signed you up. You got 2 hours to prepare. I know you have no idea what's going on. You barely even know how to tie your own shoes. By the way, I'm going to go play with my ham radio. I'll see you in a couple hours. You got this. Like, what the hell? Oh. Like, what should I say? I don't know. Like, hey, Nina Turner, do you smoke weed? If so, what's your favorite strain? Like, am I, because I would love to ask that question, but then I have to factor in, like, Nina Turner's, like, a politician running for office. Like, what if I ask her an embarrassing question, and then, like, it gets picked up by Fox News or something? Like, then I have to live with that. I have to, like, what? I don't want to be, I can't, I'm not doing it. It's over. That's not happening. It's woo!
Get your words straight, Jack. 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 Get your words straight, Jack.